Welcome to Kick Up the Sass. No fluff, no faffing, just some real talk coaching. I'm Alice, your coach, and each week I unpack what's happening in my client check-in forms, including mindset struggles, nutrition and workout tweaks, blockers, wins, so you walk away stronger, sexier, and more badass than you were when you started. Hi, welcome to Kick Up the Sass. I am Alice, your wonderful, wonderful online coach. So, it is December. I realised I've not uploaded a new episode for a few weeks, and I wanted to record a fresh one because I feel like there's a lot going on, isn't there? I mean, I've been really busy. I'm just gonna say it now. If you see me scratching my head, I haven't got nits. I've got mud in my hair from my rugby game yesterday, and these are still my rugby plaits. I basically realised at 10 p.m. last night, oh, I really should wash my hair. And I was too tired because it was a really hard game. Got a lovely natural exfoliation. And yeah, I've been spending the whole day scratching my head, getting mud in my nails and mud all over my desk. So that's really wonderful. So if you see that, that's what that is, not nits. So with my clients, we've been talking a lot about kind of navigating Christmas. We did a big goal setting session last week, and then off the back of that, I thought, oh, you know what? It'd be really good on the podcast to just talk about what goals you could have going through December and how to stay on track if that is part of your goals. So most of my clients have kind of said they either want to lose like 1 or 2 more pounds and just to like finish the year off at their goal weight that they've been aiming for, or they want to maintain. And I think maintenance is like a massively underrated goal because actually how many of us do just manage to maintain our weight all year round or for a long period? Not many. A lot of people, especially women, fluctuate a lot. So I think talking about maintenance more is super important. So we went through basically some tips, and that's what I'm going to talk about in this podcast. I'm going to try and keep it nice and short and snappy so you can like listen back to it. You don't feel like I'm waffling on too much. And yeah, then you can implement them really quickly and try and stay on track through December and then go to January not feeling like a sloth. You just don't want that feeling where like after Boxing Day you're kind of forcing yourself to like do I must go for a run, or like throwing all your chocolate out on the 1st of January because you just feel like you threw the whole last month into the fuck it bucket. Like there's lots of feelings of guilt that can come from that as well. So I just want to try and help you not let that happen. And yeah, here we go. So one of the first things we talked about was a tip that one of my powerful ladies actually gave last Christmas. That's how long they want to stay with me for, which I love so much. Thank you, girls. And that is, so one of the other ladies loves the mince pie and she was struggling with not eating all the mince pies. The other powerful lady suggested, why don't you just have mini mince pies? So like, yeah, have a mini mince pie. So we reminded ourselves of that, and she's buying mini mince pies instead of full-size ones, so she can still have 1 or even 2 on an evening and not send herself way over her calories and not just send herself into like a downward spiral, but she can still enjoy that festive flavour, that nice Christmassy flavour, because that's really what you want from a mince pie. It's like just that festive feeling that you get with it. You're not hungry for a mince pie. You're not like, oh my god, I'm so hungry, I'm gonna have a mince pie. You're like, it's Christmas, I fancy a mince pie, so yeah, make it a mini one instead. Then another thing that we spoke about was quality over quantity. So I just wanted to like reaffirm to my women, like, you are all amazing, wonderful goddesses. Should we just not feed ourselves shit? We don't deserve to eat shit. We deserve to eat really good food, and that's the same for if you're having a treat. So don't have, it's like at Easter, like the Kinder chocolate, if you're a parent you know this, like the cheap Easter eggs, awful, absolutely awful. Any of the character Easter eggs like Bluey or Paw Patrol, this Kinderton brand, actually my daughter's advent calendar is that this year, but I had issues in Asda couldn't find a regular dairy milk one. The rest were like all stuffed with it was just a whole thing. Anyway, that's beside the point. Yeah, if you're going to be having chocolate at Christmas, like, get yourself the good stuff. Even if your version of the good stuff is, oh my god, I just love dairy milk. Like, my sister loves dairy milk, so she won't have like a different brand. Like, she would never have Galaxy just for the sake of having chocolate. Never. Like, hates Galaxy. And that's kind of what I want you to like roll through December. I mean, this should be like your life thing anyway. Treat yourself to the quality stuff. Like, if you're gonna have it, like, have it properly, girls. Come on. So we started getting a bit bougie, talking about Waitrose, and then, you know, oh, I'm not having a mince pie if it's not from M&S. They're the vibes. They're the vibes we want to bring the M&S vibes to your December. And yeah, make sure, like, if you're having a couple of biscuits, that they're the good biscuits, you know. Get the really good ones. Get the full chocolate coated M&S ones that are wrapped in foil. Don't have a couple of like shitty pieces of shortbread. Come on, girls. So that was a really good chat, which I wanted to pass on. Quality over quantity. The next thing I want to talk about is choosing your moments. And this is kind of also related to quality over quantity. So there's obviously a lot of occasions and a lot of events and Christmas parties and drinks with the gals and drinks with the family and drinks with your partner's family and drinks with the neighbours, literally like everything. Everyone wants to see everybody in December, which is kind of rude when they don't want to see the rest of the year. Sorry. Just like really offended some of you there. Pick your moments. You know, like, if it's not like your best friend, or it's not like your it's not like your favourite people to be around, then, you know, go and be sociable. But maybe that's the moment where you think, oh, you know what, I'll drive, I'll save that hangover, save the calories, and yeah, I'll just drive to that one because I can't be bothered with the extra cost of the Ubers and the alcohol, the hangover, the extra calories that I don't need, that then rolls into a takeaway on the way home and a takeaway the next day, etc., etc. And it's the same with like other food, like not even just going out for drinks, but going out for meals. Like, just pick when you want the 3 courses. You don't have, not every meal has to be a 3-course dinner. Not every meal has to have a pudding. You know, if there's nothing really on the menu that you're like, if there's no starters that are like, oh yeah, that's a bit me, then don't get a starter. I'm such a pudding girl, so I will always, and it really pisses me off when restaurants don't give you the pudding menu on the main menu. Oh God, I just scratched this mud out of my hair. When they don't give you the pudding menu as part of the main menu, and then you don't, how are you meant to decide if you want a starter or a pudding? That's just so annoying. So I like to know what the pudding options are, because I would much prefer a pudding over a starter. Just really make an assessed and informed choice, and make sure that when you are eating out, you never turn up hungry. So, you know, if you're having dinner at 7, have a good high protein snack at like 3 or 4, because 7's probably like a good 7 hours since you had your lunch. 6 if you're lucky. It's a really long time. So are you not going to eat at 7, are you? Oh, sorry. God, rugby was really hard yesterday. Yeah, you're not going to be eating at 7. So be really mindful of like your meal timings and making sure that you're not arriving anywhere starving, because as soon as you do that, you're going to eat everything in sight. It's like going shopping when you're hungry. Bad idea. That's a podcast for another time. I'll try and stick to the point for a change. Next thing, really try and still have your normal meals. So I know, like, in December, everyone's like, oh, there's so much going on, I'm out so much. But even like if you have 2 meals out, that is only, and I asked Google because I couldn't do the percentages because I don't know where my math A level's gone, but gone out the window somewhere. 2 meals out of 21 meals is 9.5%. So less than 10% of your meals if you have 2 meals out. It's not really a lot. So your other 90% can be absolutely bob on, and you're not going to do any damage through December. You might even lose weight. Even if it's 4 meals out, 2 midweek, 2 at the weekend, that's only 20%. You've still got 80% where you can actually smash it, eat high protein, eat load of veg, have really good nutritious meals. Like, why are you sacking off 100% for the sake of 10 or 20%? what's going to be your downfall in December. Hard words. That went very serious, didn't it? I went very serious. But it's really frustrating as a coach because I see it all the time, like genuinely see it all the time. Like, writing off weekends, writing off weeks for 1 or 2 meals out. Whereas when you look at the actual percentages, 2 meals out is less than 10% of your week, and 4 meals out is less than 20% of your week. So you've got 80 or 90% that you can smash out the park. Yes, queen! Remember that one. I think that's a really important one, and I really want you to remind yourself of that. Write that statistic in your phone, write it on your fridge, write it somewhere, because I think that's a really, really good one to carry through the rest of the year as well. Well, the rest of this year and the whole of next year. Okay, and my final point, which my clients will really laugh at, and any ex-clients and anyone who's ever known me is going to laugh at this one. You are not a bin. You are not a bin. So stop picking off other people's plates. You know who you are. You know what's happening. Stop mind sweeping, because you deserve the M&S foil wrapped double choccy biscuits. Stop scavenging for scraps. Okay, you deserve better. Treat yourself better. Enjoy the food. Enjoy the company. Have a really, really lovely December, and don't be a bin. Yeah, and that's me. Wow, 12 minutes, less than 12 minutes. Okay, Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. And that's your weekly Kick Up the Sass. Now go and take action. Stay strong, stay sexy. And if you've not already, scan your QR code and come and say hi to me on Instagram. I love hearing from you. See you next time.